Hi guys! I'm Jessica Seamard, exclusive Purple Status presenter, and today I'm coming to you to talk to you about the manifestation of duplicatability. That's a very big title. So at the end of the day, what am I going to be talking to you about? I'm going to tell you how I got to Purple Status, a little bit about my history and my journey, and how you can do the exact same thing and duplicate it. So I talk a lot about the law of attraction, so I have a fancy title. So here we go, manifestation of duplicatability. So I have been a presenter since May 30th of 2014. So just under 3 years. In my under 3 years of being a presenter, I have achieved amazing feats for my very small team. I live in Northern Alberta, Canada, in a town of 900 people, and 900 is rounding up if I count the surrounding farms. We have no streetlights in our town. We are like your typical Northern Alberta, Canada, small French farming community, okay? I have been able to build a team and take it to Purple Status with, as of today, we have 318 members total. But I hit green with 5 people contributing that month, a total company of 12. I hit orange with 31 people qualified that month, or sorry, 31 people that had money orders, 73 people company total. And I hit purple with 81 contributors and 249 company. I was also selected to be one of your spring catalog models. So in 2 weeks, you're going to see my lovely face all over your catalog and website. If you look now in your back office under the pre-launch stuff, you'll see my face under the setting spray. So super excited about that. So how do you get to where you are? I have a very small team by average standards in Younique, but we can accomplish phenomenal feats. So not only have I been able to achieve green with 5 people, I have been able to teach my team how to hit green with 8, 10, 12, 15 people and be able to get themselves to elite status. And we all know in this company, as we build up, we need elites, right? So getting to green is your biggest thing. So how do you get there? You need to teach your people how to do what you do. So a lot of leaders will do a lot of talks about how they got there, what people should do, and give you a very general basis of techniques or tips and tricks. But they won't actually tell you how to do it. Physically, like the dummy's guide to getting to green, like step by step by step. Me, when I train my team, I give them explicit instructions, like step by step by step on exactly what I do, how I did it, so that they can duplicate it. If you give them very general information, they won't be able to replicate it. They won't be able to duplicate. And if they can't duplicate, then they will never get to elite with small numbers, and then you won't be able to promote either. So at the end of the day, helping them do what they do, teaching them how to do what you do, is going to give you all an opportunity to be successful. So how did I get to where I am and what I've done? I have really, really high PRS, really strong PRS. That's my forte. So my average PRS is from $5,000 to $7,000 per month. That's what it averages to. And I've gotten as high as just under 14,000. 13,900 is my maximum or whatever in one single month, okay? So my average PRS being $5,000 to $7,000. This is all face-to-face events, okay? I don't do online parties very often, if any. I do everything face-to-face. So how that works is I do one-on-one consults, I do events, actual live events, trade shows, vendor events. I do consultations, and I am their makeup girl. So what I've done is I've created and built a business and a brand for myself as their makeup girl. I live in a very small town. If anybody needs makeup, I am their person. I am the makeup girl. I am the person that you go to if you need Younique products. You need fiber mascara. I am the one that gets tagged. I am the one you come to. I am the one you phone, and everybody knows that. Now, is that going to hinder my team? No. There are about 25 of us in this area, in this tiny small town, that all sell Younique, and each and every one of my girls is successful. Each and every one of my girls also has the ability to sell 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500 every single month. It is not uncommon for my team to pass me in PRS, or to have more than 2,000. To have 2,000 plus PRS is normal for my team. And I know that that is not the normal for Younique. Most people do struggle to get, qualified, or 250 or 500 or 1,000. And my team, we set the bar a little bit higher and expect more right off the bat, and then teach them how to do it. So they automatically have higher PRS just from being trained in how to get high PRS. So I'll break it down for you guys a little bit on how exactly I get my PRS, and then how you can train your teams to do the exact same thing as you. On your team pages, the main thing is going to be to have a no negativity zone. So I do a lot of the law of attraction and manifestation. I actually have, these are the 3 bracelets that I wear every single day. One of them says Soul Sisters. This is from the catalog shoot, and all of the First Week catalog models have the same exact bracelet to remind us that we are soul sisters, and no matter where we are around the world, we are connected. This one here says Manifest. This was given to me by one of my team members last year, and she addressed it, future purple status presenter Jessica Simard. And then she gave me this bracelet that says Manifest, and she told me that she believed in me. I was already purple status, and she couldn't wait till my status reflected what I already was. I hear so many times from my uplines, from my downlines, from my Y sisters, that I am a black status presenter. I act like a black status presenter, and I am a black status presenter. I just am not recognized that as it yet. I treat everybody and act and work my business like I am black status. And my upline tells me that all the time. My side sisters tell me that all the time. When we go to conventions, they tell me, you're going to be sitting over there. This is where you belong. You're black status, right? So the future black status in training, it's all a matter of mindset. We are all black status presenters. We're just not recognized as that yet. Right? So as long as you believe it and you attract it, you will get there eventually. So, and the third one says Obsessively Grateful, and then it has a heart, and it says Younique. And I got that one from my upline. I wear these bracelets 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Like, I might take it off for a party or something like that if it doesn't match my outfit. I wear these all the time. I sleep with them. They do not come off at all. They're to remind me that I can control anything in my life, and I can attract anything to it. I can manifest anything that I want because I know it's possible. And this is something that is, if you don't know the law of attraction and you don't understand manifestation, this is something that you should look into, read a book. The Secret is the best book for getting started with the law of attraction. There are so many other books, so many other movies that you can watch. But basically, what you believe will become your reality no matter what. Negativity attracts negativity. Positivity attracts positivity. On my team page, it is a no negativity zone. And by no negativity, I mean no sad faces are even allowed on my team page. Not allowed. Okay? So unless somebody's dying or dead, that's the only 2 times that you can post a sad face. Otherwise, no sad face. If I say foundation's on back order and you comment an unhappy face, I actually will reply, and I will say, Jessica, and tag you, remove your sad face. Sad faces are not allowed on this team page. And I will call them out and make them change it. You can change it to anything. A zipper face, a close my eyes face, any other emoji except the sad face. The sad face, crying sad face is not allowed, or the angry face. Because that's negative energy. And you think that one little sad face or one little comment, oh, tear, I'm sad about that, it's a sad thing, is going to be okay if you allow one. It's not. It's not acceptable at all to have any negativity in your life whatsoever. If you allow any negativity to dwell, it builds like a snowball, and it honestly attracts so much junk into your life. So I don't allow Hatred and anger are not a word in my vocabulary. I'm a person who, if something is upsetting me, I will vent and I will say, I am upset because whatever it is, and then I will let it go. It has been said, it is out, it is gone. I do not harbor any more of that negative energy. I don't hold grudges. I don't post about the negative things on Facebook. It's out, it's done, it's gone. I've moved on. It took me a lot of years to practice the law of attraction and being able to manifest. But now that I have, I've attracted so many things so quickly into my life. Where I am today, it would not have been possible if I wouldn't have learned about the law of attraction. I joined Younique to be a kidnapper, okay? Because I was too cheap to buy the makeup that was in my cart. I went to a stagette, I tried the mascara, I loved it, I wanted to buy makeup because I am 5.5 hours away, or 4.5 hours away from a mall, like a big mall that has like a Sephora or anything like that. Everything has to be ordered online. And so I thought, oh my God, this is amazing makeup. It's going to come right to my door. $330 later in my cart. And I said, no. I am not paying $330 for this makeup. How much is the kit? What comes in it? How much can I get as a discount? This is going to be perfect. And I got my kit and I was never going to sell. Never. I have 3 jobs. I volunteer for all kinds of things. I don't have time for Younique. I don't have time to sell makeup. I don't even wear makeup half the time. I am just going to take the kit and run. This was my plan. I got my makeup in and I loved the products, and all I did was share on Facebook. I did my lash picks. I shared the pigments. Back then, that's all we had. Okay, we had Awake, we had Brilliant, we had pigments, we had blushers in powder and loose powder form, mineral concealers, and we had mascara. That was it. We didn't have anything else. And I would just share pictures of the looks and how I love the mineral pigments, so you could use them wet or dry. And people started commenting, I want one of those. I want one of those. I want one of those. I want to try that. So I put in a bulk order. And somehow along the way, I built a business. I built this mini makeup empire without even wanting to, without even thinking about building it. Why? Because I was open to receive. Because this was something that I actually enjoyed. I loved with a passion. And love is the most powerful feeling in the world. It is the most positive energy, and it is what's going to manifest the most. So lack of energy is what I call it, is your greatest hindrance. And to some of you, this is going to come as a complete slap in the face. But a lot of you are where you are today because you are keeping yourself stuck. You refuse to let go. You refuse to have an abundance energy. And so you're in a lack of energy. Doubt, worry, jealousy, all of those types of feelings are all negative energies, okay? And they don't attract, they repel. So perfect example. So I hit yellow in I wrote it down so that I could remember what it was. I hit yellow in 23 days. I hit pink in 51 days. I hit fast start in 52 days. I hit blue in 3 months, green in 6 months. And then I didn't regreen for 3 more months after that. And then it took me almost a whole year to like consistently hit green every single month, right? It took a really long time to maintain that. I hit orange 1.5 years after I joined to the day. And that was a year after I hit green to the day. And I hit purple a year after I hit orange, which was exactly a year after orange, exactly 2 years after green, and exactly 2.5 years to the day I hit purple. With 249 people in my company and only 81 people having contributed at all to my sales. Most people that hit purple have hundreds and thousands of people on their team. How am I able to hit purple status and be selected for the catalog? I hit purple status the month that I went for the catalog shoot. I was in Utah for a whole week the month that I hit purple. How did I manage to do any of these things? Because I attracted them into my life, and you can too. So if you are stuck in any color, you probably have a lack of energy. And what it is you think it's not possible, or you keep repeating to yourself, I'm just green, I'm just orange, I'm never gonna get to purple, it's taking forever, why am I still stuck here? All of what I just said, you're just purple, or you're just orange, you're just green, I'm not there yet, I'm not purple, I'm just orange, I'm just green, my team's not working, I can't build the elites, my people are all quitting. All of that those things that you're saying, you're putting out to the universe that you can't do it. That is all a lack of energy. It's not that you are saying, I am a purple status presenter. I am a black status presenter. I am successful. I am the leader of an amazing team. You are not saying any positives. All you're doing is focusing on the things that you do not have. And all of the things that you do not have, therefore attracts more things that you don't have. And the law of attraction and manifestation is a whole, you could talk about that for days and days and days. But if you're stuck somewhere and you're not happy with your results, you need to look at your words. Actual physical words and the feelings behind those words. And I have heard so many times people from purple to black that call it the purple prison, and they're stuck there. And they've been here for a year, they've been here forever. And I start working with these presenters that are green or orange or purple that feel like they're stuck, and they promote. And they promote to orange or to purple or to black just by changing their mindset. And I had a girl who is stuck at green for 2 whole years. I worked with her for 1 month and she's an orange status presenter. She actually has like 3 generations now. Still all in the same leg, so she's orange, but she went from being stuck at green for 2 whole years to orange in 1 month. Just by changing her mindset and focusing her attention on that stuff. So I'm not only able to teach people how to duplicate what I do in my own team, but other teams. So I run a Get to Green group most months. I don't do it every month, but whenever I have time or I have some runners, I put them all in a group. And every time I do it, I open it up to other teams who want to put their greens or people that are running for green in the group. Every single time that I have done that, we have built greens. They have not always been mine. But every single time I've built a green or built an orange or built a whatever, just by putting them in this group and doing these tasks. So I teach them how to be duplicatable, how to do exactly what I do to get their PRS up, to get their company wholesales up in order to promote with a smaller number of people. At the end of the day, we're not a fluky team. We can duplicate this all the time. If I can teach you how to make $1,000 one time, I guarantee you that you can do it again and you can make $1,000 again. So if I told you that I do not have less than $2,000 in PRS ever. Even in the J months, even in the middle of summer when I go on vacation, I do not ever have less than $2,000 PRS minimum. And this is like using my Y cash and using my half price items and anything like that. I still have a minimum of 2,000 up to 14,000, and I average 5 to 7 all the time. Okay, so this isn't like I do this one time and I don't do it again. I practice what I preach and I do it every day. Then I teach them how to do it. So I know that I'm a good leader, and I have duplicated when my team has higher PRS than me. It just happened the other day. I currently have a PRS of $1,908 on the 13th. And my team, one girl on my team has already passed me in PRS. I watch her numbers go up and I laugh because I'm like, you want to be jealous or you want to be upset that you're not, like, she passed you. But I am so proud that I was able to teach her. Now she's better than me. That's even better. That's what you want, right? So you have to do a gratitude journal. Be very, very grateful for everything that you have so that you can focus on what you have instead of what you don't have. And you need to sometimes write it down so you can let it out, right? Sometimes you don't realize that the stuff that you're saying to yourself or to your team or that you're putting out there affects what you're attracting. Sometimes it's just a matter of tweaking the energy here, what's coming out in your brain, what's coming out of your mouth, what you're putting on your paper, so that you can attract a different thing. Once you find your groove and you found your law of attraction, your energy, your flow, things just start flooding in. I have no idea how I am in the catalog. I honestly pinch myself every single day because this is a dream. Only when I pinch myself, I don't wake up, because this is my life. This is a reality. My face is in the catalog. My face is currently on the website under pre-launch. I today got to see the brand new catalog. We got a little sneak peek for the catalog models. I see me in the catalog for the next 6 months. I am the face of Younique. How? I have no idea. Okay? I live in the smallest town imaginable in northern Alberta, Canada. I live like 7 hours north of Calgary on the map. Like, I live closer to Alaska and the Northwest Territories than I do to like Utah, right? Like I am way, way, way up north. I might as well have an igloo in my backyard, right? How did I do any of this? It's just because I figured out how to attract it. I don't have any special skill set. I don't have any education. My background education is in child psychology. I have associate of arts degree in psychology. I do paperwork. I am an administrator for a trucking company. My mom has a Chinese food restaurant. I am a volunteer. I am very organized, but I do not have any sales training. I do not have anything like that as far as like experience. My mom always had little businesses, clothing stores, stuff like that. But my mom taught me a long time ago, since I was 10 years old, how to upsell. And that's what I do to get my PRS. So the key is upsell. And now I can tell you all day, go upsell, go upsell, go upsell. That information is useless unless I'm actually going to teach you how and what that means. So my mom had a clothing store, and when I was little, we would sell dresses or clothes to these people. Everybody had a file card. And on the file card, it had your name, it had your birthday, it had your anniversary date, it had your favorite color, it had your shoe size, your dress size. If you preferred, shiny nylons or matte nylons, if you preferred long earrings or short earrings, anything about you as a customer went on this card. When you bought a dress, you left a dress, nylons, earrings, necklace, shoe shine polish, shoe shine stuff, handkerchief, scarf, something. You always ask the questions. So what I teach my team to do is this is the best way to do it. Go through your back office and click on every single item that's in your back office. So 3D fiber mascara. Take a piece of paper, write 3D fiber mascara. Beside it, write everything that goes with the 3D fiber mascara. So you're going to write lash curler, brow lash comb. You're going to write eyeliner, palettes, anything like that that you can put beside, that you can upsell when somebody comes to buy a mascara. And you're going to go down the list with everything. So brushes, if you have liquid foundation, if somebody says, I am looking for a liquid foundation, I say, what do you use for primer? Now I know she asked me for foundation. I back it up. You can't put foundation on your face unless you put primer. So when she says she needs foundation, you back it up and you ask her, what do you use for primer? And then she's going to say the kind she uses, or she's going to say she doesn't use primer. Oh, you need to have primer if you're going to be applying foundation. That's your base makeup. That's primer puts a layer of protection between your skin and your makeup, protecting your face, giving you that smooth, clean canvas for your makeup to stick to, makes your makeup look smoother, longer, blah, 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 flawless. The funny thing about primer is that's my product in the catalog. You'll see. I was so excited when I got to the catalog shoot and they said that primer was my thing, because primer is like my upsell. I start with primer. I love primer. It's my favorite product that we make of all of our products. So when I go into my spiel about primer, I'm always so happy because I honestly love our primer more than any other product that we have. So I sell a lot of primer. Then you have liquid foundation. You have a liquid foundation brush or powder puff brush. Then you have to go to concealer. Then I always ask, did you need something to complete your eye look? Are you looking for any other products? A pressed powder. So my average sale is closer to $250 per person. And because my sale is like quadruple what an average sale normally is, it's easier to have high PRS when every single customer is spending $200 to $600. It is not uncommon for me to have a person come in and spend from $200 to $600. I've had somebody spend up to $670 in one day, one transaction for one set of products. And not want to join, right? But it happens all the time. Sherry Brown says this all the time, get out of her wallet. You do not determine how much money this person has. You do not determine how much this person is going to spend and what her limit is. You need to get out of your own head and think that people don't spend money on makeup. The economy is bad. People lost their jobs. You know what's really funny? When the economy is bad, people spend more money on themselves. People spend more money on makeup to make them feel better, to give them confidence. If you are a product expert, you can easily upsell your average sale and bring that average sale from $29 to one mascara to $500 per transaction easily by using your upsell techniques. So now if just for a second, look at your back office, take your current PRS divided by the number of orders you have, and that's going to give you your average sale. Now imagine if you doubled it. Imagine if you tripled it. Imagine if you quadrupled it. And imagine if your average sale was $250. Now take the number of orders that you have last month or in November. November's the busiest month, right? Take, if you had 20 orders and each one of them was $250 instead of $29, look at the difference in PRS. Now, if you can do that and you can teach your team how to do that, imagine the company wholesales that you would have. So imagine how much easier it would be for you to get to green, for you to get to orange, purple, or black if you could quadruple the sales minimum. If you could quadruple the average sale and you could increase your average PRS from where it currently is to $2,000 plus per month across the board, your company would flourish a lot faster. So teaching them how to do that upsell is crucial. What I teach my team is how to become the makeup girl. So knowing that you are available, that you know what you're talking about, becoming a product expert is the key to being their makeup girl, right? Because I am their makeup girl, they come to me for everything that they need. I do my follow-up. I am strong in my follow-up. I make sure that I call everybody. Every time there's a new catalog, especially this one because I'm going to be in it, but every time there's a catalog, I go through my entire back office and all of my event lists from every event I've ever done for almost 3 years. And I send an email or a text message or a Facebook message to every single person. Every single person. Okay. And if you do the math on my average PRS and my lifetime sales and stuff like that, I have a lot of customers. Okay. And if I can make time to do that, you can do that too. Right. It's not an easy task when the catalog comes out, but it's twice a year that I sit down and I buckle down and I send a message to every single person. Even if they have not ordered back from me since like May of 2014, I send them a message with the catalog link and I tell them about the new products. Every 6 months, I do not give up. I do not quit. And my list gets longer and longer and longer every time. And I don't use any MailChimps or things like that. I physically copy paste each message into my phone, Facebook, email, whatever, and type them in myself. That puts the energy and personal into it. And I'm very sure that that's exactly why I am successful and get the things back, is because you get what you put into something. And I invest a lot of time and love into my Younique business. And my customers know that. I take such good care of my customers. I am eternally grateful for each and every one of them. I am the person who puts the thank you posts on my wall. And some people will think that that's dumb and they don't thank their customers. I do all the time. Thank you so much, so-and-so. And I tag them for your support of my makeup business. Without you, I am nothing. And I say thank you all the time to them, because without them, I wouldn't be here. Without my team, I wouldn't be here. And I have that gratitude energy. And you need to do the same thing if you want them to duplicate. So you need to give them specific instructions. Whatever you do that you're strong at doing, you need to teach them exactly how to do it. So I do face-to-face. Everything that I do is pretty much sold here. Very little is done online for me. So vendor events, consultations, one-on-ones, cash and carry, face-to-face. People just come to my door and pick up stuff, or I meet them uptown, right? I do carry cash and carry because I live in Northern Alberta, because it takes 7 to 10 days to get my orders. On expedited shipping, it takes 4 to 6 days. Still, on expedited, if I pay 4 times more money to ship it, it still takes 4 to 6 days. That's how far north I am, and in the middle of nowheres. So I do a lot of bulk ordering and I do cash and carry. Now, a lot of people will say, well, this isn't a business. I don't want to carry stock. I don't want to invest money. You don't have to. I invested my commissions and I did parties. I used my YCash, my half price items, and I slowly built my inventory from that. With a couple lashes at first to now, I actually probably have one of every color, of every shade, of every product. And I never had to pay for it, right? Like that, it didn't come out of my pocket. It came out of my parties and YCash and stuff like that. So there's so many ways to do this business, to work this business, but you need to be able to teach your team how to do the same thing. So I was able to stock every single item that we make or have for free. Right now, the new products are coming out on the 15th. I will be ordering one of every product in every single shade right on the very first day. And it's not going to cost me a penny. Well, it'll cost me tax because I have like $2,400 of YCash and 44 half price items right now or something like that. And it's insane, the YCash that you can accumulate when you put all your orders in bulk orders and put them under your own parties. I I have taught my team how to do the exact same thing for those that want to build stock. So for those that want to have cash and carry items on hand for the remote locations or whatever, I've taught them exactly how to do it so it's not costing them money. I've taught them exactly how to do a vendor event, how much to spend on a vendor event, what to order for inventory or not, how to have order forms ready, how to set up their tables. I show pictures, displays, videos of my setup so that I can explain to them exactly how to do the event. I let my team shadow me and come to an event if they want to take notes so that they can go do it again. I do a lot of training in exactly how I do it. And I cannot stress enough the word exactly. Don't generalize. You need to explain it to them step by step by step if you want them to be able to duplicate. Why are you keeping secrets from your team, right? I don't keep secrets from my team or any of my Y sisters. If anybody in this company sends me a message and says, how did you get in the catalog? How did you get to purple? How did you get to green with 5 people? How did you get $14,000 in 1 month? I will give you a list of stuff to do, like word for word for word for word. I won't just say, well, I did lots of online parties. If I had done it with online parties, I would have given you like, here you go, here's my script, here's what I do. If I had done it with vendor events, I would say, I booked, I filled my calendar. I had this many online parties, this many consults, this many vendor events, this many people I messaged on Facebook. I posted this many times on Facebook. That's how I got to where I was going. And if you teach your team that and allow them that openness to teach them exactly what you do, they can duplicate it. But they can't duplicate it if you're only giving them a generalization and you're not actually giving them your secrets, right? Your secrets that you're hoarding, that you won't share with your team, is a lack of energy. It means that you're scared that they're going to take something from you. There is nothing to take. There is only to give. The more that you give, the more that you will receive. The more that you help others, the more that other people will help you, the more good thing will come into your life. And this is probably exactly why I'm in the catalog. I eat, breathe, and live purple. The mission is something that I live every single day. Uplift, empower, and validate women around the world. No matter if they're part of Younique or they're not part of Younique, I have been helping train people in other companies, not with their products, but because I'm a very good business person with my Younique, I've had other direct sales company people that I know that have signed up with other companies like Tupperware or something like that. And they've asked me, how did you build a team like that? What can I do to help my business? Now, their business is obviously different than ours, but why would I hinder and not tell them? Just because they don't sell Younique doesn't mean that I'm not going to help them. And they don't sell Younique because that's not their passion. They like Tupperware instead. And you can't make somebody sell makeup and believe in a company if they love Tupperware, right? So I can still help her build her business by giving her tips and tricks that she can apply to her business, even though she's like competing. It's not competing. She sells Tupperware and I sell makeup, right? Totally two separate things. But right away, not being willing to give help to others when other people ask, and telling them exactly how you do it is a lack of energy. And the more that we can get away from feeling worried that somebody's going to take something from us, or somebody's going to be scared that somebody's going to do better than us, the more that you'll be able to attract into your life. I am never scared that my team is going to do better than me in a bad way. I want my team to do better than me. I will be a successful leader when I can teach my team to be better than me. When I can teach them to do it faster than me, to do it better than me, to do it bigger than me, to build something even better than what I taught them. So I hit green in 6 months. I have 3 greens on my team right now. I hit with 12 people in my company, 5 people that had not zeros, right? My next girl hit green with 15 people. I can't remember how many she had that were not zero, but 15 people in her company. The next one did it with 11, and the last one did it with 8. And I had one girl go from yellow to green in 1 month. I had one girl go from white to green in 64 days. And the last one is just amazing and triple promoted and whatever. Anyways, fly to green. All of my elites have gone from 0 to 60, wow, flow, in 1 day and done amazing things in a very, very short period of time. Half the time that it took me to get there. Their PRS is even better than what mine was then. Their numbers are getting even smaller than what I had. And it's amazing to me because that means I'm doing a good job at training them to do exactly what exactly what they were doing, right? If I can teach them how to do it, give them all of my secrets, and they take all of their strengths on top, then they're going to be better. And that's what we want, right? So you need to remember that you can manifest or attract anything at all into your life if you have faith and you believe that it can be yours. If you have faith in yourself and faith that it actually is accomplishable. Now, if I say I'm a Black status presenter, but I don't believe it, it won't be true. Okay. And I can tell you right now, I am a Black status leader. I was born to be a Black status leader, and I will be a Black status leader. Do you doubt me? No, of course not. You're thinking already, I thought she was Black status, right? Based on how she acts, based on what she does, I already thought she was Black status. And that's what you should believe. When somebody looks at you, what are you? What defines you? What is your why? Why are you here? And these are the things that you need to ask yourself first before other people can look at you and think. It's funny because I live in my small little area, and right away people will say, oh, you have to go to Jessica. She is the Younique girl. You need to buy from her. You must go there. Oh, I'm going to send you to my Younique girl. Like, people will send people and give me referrals, and they'll tag me on Facebook in the buy and sell trades if somebody's looking for a product. Say, you have to go to her. She's the best. She's in the catalog. Like, and all of these amazing traits that they give me. I didn't give myself those traits. I didn't give myself those names. They did. All of the people out there did. Why? Obviously because I have sent that out to the universe. I portray a certain brand. This is my brand that you see all the time. So this is something that is now become known to me. Now, teach your team to do the same thing. Start with the negativity right off the bat. The negativity has to go. The negative comments, the negative statuses, the whining, the complaining, the excuses, they need to go. And you can't be scared to call people on it. If you have somebody on your team that is whiny, wishy-washy, the first person to make excuses for why they couldn't do a challenge, couldn't do a thing, you need to nip it. And it doesn't need to be in a mean way, but it needs to be in a very assertive way. I am like assertive aggressive more than passive, for sure. Like, I am more on the aggressive side of assertive. I'm not scared to speak the truth. I will ask people, do you want my honest opinion, or would you like me to sugarcoat it? Because I will be brutally honest with everybody. If you send me a message right now and you told me your scenario and you asked me, what's your problem? Like, what's my problem? Why am I not green? Why am I not orange? Why am I not purple? Why can't I recruit? Why can't I do something? I will give you my honest opinion. Right off the bat. And as a leader, you need to, sometimes it's tough love, but that's what they need in order to be honest and true to themselves. You don't want the wishy-washy people. The wishy-washy people aren't going to build your elites. The wishy-washy people aren't going to get to Black status till they decide. The other thing that you need to remember, and this is extremely important, it is your journey. And their journey is different. And no matter how much you want them to do something, you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make him drink. You cannot force your team to go somewhere they will not go. I learned this the hard way the month that I did not hit purple. I was so close to purple. And by so close, I mean I was $1,647 away from purple. Not in company sales. We had our company sales. We had every check mark except the one green. The one green team was missing $1,600. And I pushed right to the very end. Like, why are you, like, right to the end? We were having sales. We were posting challenges. We were running. We had this in the bag. There was 40 people on that team. There's no reason why they couldn't do $1,600 in sales in a day. But the leader didn't want it. She had no will or want to regreen, to earn her bonus, her commission, her consistency bonus, to go to Unified. She was not in that right energy. She was not in that right place, so she didn't want it. And no matter how hard I pushed her team or her, they went to bed at 10 o'clock. I'm not even going to lie. It was the most devastating thing for me. I was angry. I was mad that they didn't get there, because them getting there would have meant that I would have been purple. But that was very selfish, because that's something that I wanted. I wanted to be purple. They were quite content exactly where they were, and they had done amazing things that month. They had gone from blue to just about green in like 4 days. They had quadrupled their company wholesales. They had done a phenomenal job. And instead of celebrating what they had accomplished, I focused on what they did not accomplish and how far away they were from the goal, and they didn't meet their goal. And I realized very quickly after you lick your wounds, you realize that you can't make anybody want green. You can't make anybody want orange or purple or black status. There are people on my team who love this business and their goal is to be in the catalog, not to be black status. Their goal is to earn the Punta Cana trip and not be black status. They could care less about black status. They want different things. They want free makeup. They want money. They want recruiting. They want the company, the mission. They want to go to Unified. They want to go to the retreat, the foundation retreat. They want to make blankets. There are so many. Everybody's here for such a different reason, but you need to remember that you can't force it. If you are a green status presenter or trying to get to green and struggling with building green, so whether you are green, trying to regreen, orange, trying to get orange, you need greens. At the end of the day, you need elites for any of these statuses. If you are trying to get to elites and you're having a hard time building them, ask yourself, who are your runners? Not who you could get to green or who you think could get to green. Who is your runner that wants to run to green? Because if they don't want to, no amount of pushing and incentivizing is going to get them there. So then you need to build and attract new greens. There are 52 decks of cards in a deck. 52 cards in a deck. There are only 4 aces. Okay. Sometimes you get the aces right at the beginning. Sometimes you get 1 here, 1 there, 1 here. And sometimes it takes you all of the cards and the last 4 cards are your aces. And sometimes I swear that when I start flipping the card, there are no aces because there's 2 decks of cards and the 8 aces are at the bottom of the deck, right? And you need to realize that you cannot give up. You cannot quit trying to build elites. You cannot quit recruiting. You cannot quit working your business. Book, sell, sponsor. That's what we do, right? We book parties, events, trainings, consults, however you make your sales. You take care of your customers when they're there. You sell however you sell. You upsell, you increase your PRS, and you sponsor as many people. You get in front of everybody you can and show them the opportunity and ask them. The more personally sponsored you have, the more likely you are to have those recruits that will get to elite. And then once you have those recruits, you train them and you take care of them. And this is something that I cannot stress enough. I am a white orphan. I was adopted. I joined Younique and I had no sponsor. You would think that, of course, you joined with a sponsor. You should have a sponsor. She added me to one group and never spoke to me again. Okay, so you would think that I would have rolled over and quit because I didn't have a sponsor. Instead, I put my head down and I read everything there was to read, every manual, every group, everything you possibly could imagine reading, I read. I am an expert in anything Younique from May 30th, 2014 till now. I have read every document, every file, I have it memorized. I used to make presenter guides, 162 pages long with table of contents from scratch. For me, like my dummy's guide to a new presenter. Day 1, here's what you do. Day 2, here's what you do. And I'm actually redoing it right now and making a new one for my new presenters now because there's so much has changed. And I even include pictures and links and stuff like that. So instead of the little 10-page new presenters guide, this is a binder you could print and it will guarantee to give you the steps on how to get to green, orange, purple, wherever, recruit. Everything you need to know about why is in this binder that I made. And by doing that, I built this little makeup empire, right? And it's tiny. Like for me, 318 people today. And that's like, it seems so big to me because I live in this tiny little town and everything is so little. And 318 people is crazy insane on my team. And then I look at other people who are purple stats. They have like thousands and thousands of presenters. And then I think, wow, my little team of 318 has done such amazing feats, and the money that we can make in a month and the statuses and the promoting. So little people are so mighty and fierce. Why? And then there's so many teams that have thousands and thousands of people and they can't even qualify. And to me, I never did understand how difficult it was for some people to qualify, because for me, it's like peanuts to have $2,000 a month and up, right? So to struggle to make 125 seems to me like it shouldn't be that big of a problem because I can do $2,000 like that. And then I realized that the people who don't have the information that I have, who don't practice exactly what I do, they can't sell $2,000 like this because they don't know how. They don't know how to sell $1. And if they don't know how to sell $1, they're not going to sell $2,000. So you have to break it down very simply for all of the people that are on your team. Teach them exactly how to make $1. Because if you can teach them how to make $1, you can teach them how to make $5,000, $1,000, $2,000, $10,000 in a month easily, because it is the exact same thing. You're just duplicating and duplicating and duplicating. So you have to remember that sometimes it's like the picture of the two miners, and they're both digging, right, the pickaxe, and the one guy is turning around and leaving, and on the other side of the wall right here is all the diamonds, right? Diamonds are all here. This guy's still digging, and this guy's given up, and he's right there beside the diamonds. Okay, you never know when your next rock star is going to come. You never know when your world is going to just blow up, open up, and all these opportunities are just going to fall into your lap and snowball into success. You have no idea how close you are. You plant a garden, you water it every day. Even if it's not growing, you still water it. Why? Because you know it's going to grow. Because you have no doubt in your mind that that's going to grow. And if you keep watering it, you know it will grow eventually. And depending on the weather and depending on the time and depending on the technique, it grows faster or slower. But you don't give up on it. You keep watering it no matter what. Your business is exactly the same. If you gave up after one day because it wasn't growing, you would be done. Sometimes it just takes a little bit longer than others to get to where you're going. Yes, some people have that instant attraction and they can manifest into getting to black status in 6 months. It's going to be my 3-year anniversary in May and I'm not black status yet, but that doesn't matter. Am I upset that I'm not black status yet? No, because I am a purple status presenter. I am one level from the top of this company. I am in the catalog in 2 weeks, and I have a team of 318 amazing women who are on my team. I built this, and I am proud of every single accomplishment that I have achieved from white all the way to purple. Every charm, every party, every $1,000 PR or $1,000 party, every little charm that I possibly could have earned, I am super, super proud of and super, super grateful for. And I know that I will get to the top when it's my time to get there based on what I have achieved and how I help others get there too. Do not feel bad for yourself that you are not somewheres. Do not ever think that you are just yellow, you are just pink, you are just blue. You are not just anything. You are a yellow status presenter, a white status presenter, a pink status presenter. You took that first step. Be proud of the step that you're at and what you've accomplished. You made your first sale. Be proud of it, the same as you would if you had reached black status. Appreciate everything that you guys have and you will see even bigger success. But a lot of people get so discouraged and so they beat themselves up. We are our worst critics, and it is so hard to not be negative and to not dwell on all the things that other people have and how everybody else is moving fast and how we're stuck wherever we're stuck. And as soon as you let go of everybody else and just be celebrating everything that you have and all of the good things that you do, you're going to open the door to receive so much more amazing success and amazing things in your life. And you can believe in the law of attraction or you can't, and living proof it works, because I'm a kidnapper. And you're looking at your spring catalog model exclusive purple status presenter with, you know, a lifetime PRS of over almost $150,000 in PRS. And I'm a kidnapper. And I still have a full-time job. I actually have 2. Not because I don't make enough money with Younique. I could quit my jobs. I love my job. And so I don't work full-time at all by any means, because I have 2 jobs. And I got here working a full-time job. Anybody can achieve any of these things if you believe in yourself, you use the law of attraction, and you teach your team how to do exactly what you do. Don't ever feel like you're giving away your secrets. They're not secrets. They're things that you need to share with people if you want other people to succeed. Helping other people in any of these companies or other companies or other teams is what's going to attract more things into your life. So remember that. And yeah, and then go out there and do whatever it takes to increase your average sale. So do your upselling, go through your back office. This can be your homework. Christy can maybe post something about homework somewheres on the group or something. Go through your back office and post your picture. 3D fiber mascara, what goes with it? Brow lash comb, lash curler, shine makeup remover cloths. I can't think right now, but anyways, those are for sure 3 of the things that go with makeup or with mascara. Foundation, what do you upsell with foundation? Primer, concealer, powder, foundation brush, powder puff brush, concealer brush, everything goes together. And you'll see that as you go through your website and write it down, nobody should ever buy one item. Even my 4-year-old niece knows that. She's my godchild. And when we go to events, so she helps me, and she says, I tell her she can put the item in the bag and give the bag to the lady. And I put something in the bag and I gave it to her. She looks in the bag first. Only one thing? She looks at me because she knows. The bags are supposed to be full. And my 4-year-old niece knows only one thing means I'm not good, right? Like, I didn't do my job. So she gives it to the lady. She says, only one thing? And the lady starts laughing like, Bella, it's okay. It's okay. The lady only needs one thing today. We did ask her. She just said no. And that's okay. And then the next person comes and has 2 things in their bag. And she looks, only 2 things? And the lady, they feel bad and they giggle because she's cute. She's 4. But they know, my niece at 4 years old knows that only 2 things or only one thing in the cart isn't good. You want to have lots. And then the next person comes and of course she buys all this stuff. Oh, yay, her bag is full. And she's so happy, right? And that's what you want to teach your team how to do. Don't settle. Set the bar really, really high. Don't create limits for yourself that don't exist. You think that people won't spend $200 to $500 on one consult. They will. It's happened. I have it happen to me all the time where people spend $500 plus on an order. And I can also, my team can do the same thing. My team can go do a consult and get $400 or $500 from one person on one day from one consult. Not once, like over and over and over. And we don't live in a rich community by any means. Alberta is the poorest province in Canada right now. We have lost all of our oil fields. We are in a severe recession and we live in a tiny, tiny, tiny little town with no industry. Okay, we don't live in a rich part of town. We don't have all these people that flaunt all this money around, but it doesn't matter. The people see the value in the product and they are not scared to invest in me. They believe that I believe in my product. It's backed by a money back guarantee. Why would you not take a chance? You want to take care of your skin, right? You need to buy anything for your face. I don't wear makeup. Well, you have skin. You must wash your face. You must use something. Let me see your makeup bag. What is in your makeup bag that you would be willing to try my product of? Bonbon, lip liner, eyeliner, mascara, comb, whatever, brush. There is an item in everybody's bathroom or makeup bag that can be replaced with Younique, and you know that. Have them take a chance on you. It's backed by a money back guarantee. Why would they not try your face wash? If it doesn't work, they're going to get their money back, right? People believe me. They will spend all that money because I took the time to go through the products, show them, explain it to them. I've assured them that if they don't like it, they can return it. And they know that they're getting their money's worth. They're not scared. And then what? After they've spent that $400 on this big collection, they go home, they love it. They either join, they either become a loyal customer, they keep using the products forever. And then I always get that recurring income, right? So always, always remember to get rid of those limits. Those limits are blocks that you put in. They don't exist. To the universe, or however you want to call it, the law of attraction, I call everything the universe, okay? There are no limits to the universe. It's like the magic genie. Your wish is my command. That's what the genie says when you ask for something. Just remember that everything that you say is followed by your wish is my command from the genie, okay? So if you say you're sick, I'm sick. Your wish is my command. Boom. Watch Aladdin. That's my favorite Disney movie, right? Boom, what do you need? Boom, what do you need? Boom, what do you need? The genie will give you whatever you want. But you got to be careful what you wish for, because if you say you want it, even if it was for a split second, the genie has already started the wheels in motion to give that to you. So you need to be very, very careful about all those negative things that you're asking yourself. The more that you are aware of what you're putting out to the universe, the easier it is to attract things into your life. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys, and that you guys can use all of that information to build your businesses bigger, to recruit more people, to train them to do what you do. And at the end of the day, it's all related to the same thing. If you can increase your average PRS every single month, then you will be more successful. And then if you teach your teams to do the same thing, they will be more successful. If your team had twice the power or 4 times the power than it did right now, how much more ahead would you guys be? How many more things could you accomplish if you had twice as many people, twice as much personal retail sales, twice as much company sales, twice as much force, right? So start with you and then teach your teams how to do your thing. You know what, Christy? That like your wish is your command, your wish is my command. I used to, on my phone, set an alarm so many times a day. How are you feeling right now? Like that, it would come up. How are you feeling right now? I'm feeling angry. Boom, universe, right? That's what you just told the genie you were angry. You just told the genie you were mad. You just told the genie whatever feeling it was. So that I could be more aware of how I was feeling, I set my alarm to ask myself that question in my mind so I could feel I'm tired, I'm stressed, I'm hungry, whatever it is. So you can be aware. Once you're aware of all those negative feelings, then it's easy to switch. Now the second that I feel a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of anger, a little bit of anything bad, instantly I'm like alerted. And right away I have to do something to change it. So you know what? If it's, I need a 5-minute timeout and I'm going on Facebook, or I'm going to scream in the bathroom, or I'm going to like, need a shot, whatever it is, you are more aware of your own energy. And every time somebody talks to me now, I think about that genie all the time. So when somebody says, I'm so tired, your wish is my command. And I actually tell my friends that your wish is my command. And they look at me like I'm crazy. But you know what? They realize what just happened. They just said they were tired, so the genie just gave them that, because that's what you asked for. So it's fun to kind of figure out the law of attraction and learn more about it. I learned so much about it from The Secret. I downloaded like The Secret daily teachings on my phone every day. I would read it, but it works. And however you learn the law of attraction and manifestation, remind yourself every single day that you can attract anything into your life, anything you want, if you just believe. So hopefully that helps you guys. I thank you so much for having me here to train you guys and share my story with you. If you guys have any questions whatsoever about anything that I've said today, whatsoever, do not hesitate to send me a message. I'm always happy to help anybody who wants, further information on anything that I've talked about. So I hope you all have a fabulous day, or rest of your day, I should say, because it's getting late over here if you're on the East Coast. Over here, it's almost dinner time. I have like Valentine's early date night, so I am going to let you go. But I'm so happy to have been able to share this with you guys. I love each and every one of you. Say hi to my face in 2 weeks in the catalog, and I will talk to you guys soon, and hopefully see you all in New Orleans in August. Love you guys. Have a good night.